Good afternoon, dear distinguished participants. Firstly, I would like to thank the Council of the Institute for Financial Services Practitioners for allowing me the time to address you today. I would have loved to be with you in person. However, I fully understand that it would not be appropriate to disturb the agenda of this important conference. But I do hope that I would have the opportunity to one day meet in person with each and every one of you to discuss this important project. You might or you might not have heard of the Malta Trust Foundation, and therefore I would like to give you a brief background. I set up the Malta Trust Foundation 8 years ago with the specific aim to address children and young people who are vulnerable and who are coming from disadvantaged backgrounds. The Malta Trust Foundation today has definitely grown since then. We have now 16 social projects. I want to make it clear that it is not how many projects we run, but that makes us proud of our work, but it is the impact on the lives of these children and their loved ones that matters to us. Our aim at the Malta Trust Foundation is to empower children and young people with the necessary skills to take control over their lives, and even in the face of adversity. We focus on four main pillars of activity, mainly the disability sector, the formal and non-informal education sector, the mental health and mental well-being sector, children and youth participation. Our projects aim to fill in gaps within the systems. We ensure that our projects are not duplicated and also run over other civil society organizations' initiatives. We do not want to waste resources, but we want to ensure that our resources are an effective investment in the lives of children and young people. We decide to take up a project after much research and evidence to establish that there is an actual need for our contribution. We develop a business plan to ensure sustainability. We are therefore very careful that the services that we provide are not only necessary, but also sustainable in the long run. The Malta Trust Foundation is a private foundation and is funded through corporate social responsibility, charitable foundations, both local and international, also through accessing funding grants and schemes, as well as the support of companies and individuals such as yourselves. I am reaching out to you to encourage you to engage and help us continue to improve the lives of these children and young people. Tomorrow, on the 20th of May, the Malta Trust Foundation will be organizing our annual National Telethon to fundraise to continue to provide children who are blind and others who are nonverbal, mostly on the autism spectrum, with specialized assistive devices. These are customized and specialized devices and therefore are very expensive. They range from circa 6,000 to 10,000 euros each. We have managed over the 6 years to provide for more than 300 children. We do not only provide the initial device, but also we continue to service and upgrade their devices as is needed. These devices are life-changing, and we have seen children who are blind access their education. We are very proud of these children, some of whom are now starting university in the next academic year. We have seen children who have been nonverbal all through their 7 years, 11 years of life, who started to speak. You can just imagine the joy and happiness of these children at being able to make such important steps in their lives. I'm sure that those of you who, like me, are parents, can clearly imagine the pride at seeing your kids achieve such amazing goals. Others have not managed to speak, but are communicating through these devices, and some are even writing books, prose, and moving on with their education. We are witnessing children who are blind and others who are nonverbal, who now are enjoying music and playing instruments or singing or painting or dancing. We are now also seeing children who are blind participating in sports and in a variety of sports disciplines. This is not a miracle, but this is the result of the collaboration of many generous people within our midst who contributed funds, hours of voluntary work, connections and contacts. The Malta Trust Foundation is a believer of collaboration. We know from experience that it works, and we want to continue making a difference to the lives of these children and young people. This is not charity, but this is implementing the rights of these children. Children have the right to be supported to access education, to develop and gain their rightful dignity. What the Malta Trust Foundation is doing is ensuring a rights-based approach to address vulnerability, disadvantage, and inequalities. In the process, these children and young people will not only gain quality of life, but they will also become productive and will feel a sense of belonging in their communities and society. They will be the adults of tomorrow who will help in a culture change and mental leap. Our society needs to become confident and truly inclusive. We need to look at disability from a social perspective and not from a medical perspective. I can assure you that through my life experience, there is not one child out there who is not who is without potential. I'm sure that you are aware, as very important practitioners in one of Malta's foremost pillars of the economy, that you know that our country needs all potential to continue to grow. These children and young people will be the adults of tomorrow, who will not depend on social benefits, but they will be the adults who will contribute to our economic growth and in society in general. I'm here today to share my mission, my passion with you, and the hope that you will be interested in helping to change the life of these people for the better. At the back of the foyer, we have a stand with some of our helpers who can give you more details on the Malta Trust Foundation and who will also have my email and telephone number for you. I would love the opportunity to share what we do with you in greater detail. If you are at all interested, both individually or as a firm, please reach out to us. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a successful conference today and that the financial services sector in our country continues to flourish as it has done over the years.